This is the story about the mines in town of Bannack, Montana. It was in the summer of 1862 that prospector John White stumbled upon a treasure trove of gold in the creek waters of what is now Bannack. This marked the inception of a new era for Bannack and the state of Montana, portraying itself as one of the final frontiers. This creek that had the gold was initially named Willard Creek by the Lewis and Clark expedition in 1805, but it got its name changed in 1862 to Grasshopper Creek because of all the grasshoppers in the area. Word of this gold discovery spread like wildfire, sparking a new gold rush much like that of the California gold rush in 1848. A makeshift mining camp sprang to life almost overnight, with miners residing in tents and slapped-together huts. Some men even slept in caves dug out of the banks along the creek. The gold from Grasshopper Creek was almost pure gold. It had assays of 99 to 99.5%, compared to the typical 95%, attracting a steady influx of prospectors. Bannack quickly became known as the new Eldorado of the North and had over 400 prospectors by October. Some folks say that at its peak, Bannack boasted a population of around 10,000 and had everything you could imagine. There was 3 hotels, a couple of bakeries, 3 blacksmith shops, 2 stables, a grocery store, a restaurant, a brewery, 4 saloons, and of course a red light district. While Bannack's initial boom was short-lived, the alluvial mines continued to yield gold, although on a smaller scale. Then, with the introduction of hydraulic mining in the late 1860s, the area needed more water, and this prompted the construction of additional ditches, some stretching up to 30 miles. By the late 1870s, alluvial mining operations dwindled, reducing Bannack's population to a few hundred residents. Despite sporadic lode and hydraulic mining activities, the town endured. Lode mining picked up as most of the alluvial operations shut down. There were some pretty big lode operations such as the Golden Leaf claims that came about in the late 1800s. In 1890, the Golden Leaf Mining Company erected a new mill and had electricity at both the mine and mill. Soon, dredging started up in the late 1890s, with the first successful gold dredging operation in the United States taking place on Grasshopper Creek in 1895. The Fielding Graves dredge, powered by electricity, operated until 1902. This dredge was capable of mining upwards of 2,000 yards of gravel per day. Of course, all these old towns have some unique characters that go down in history for one thing or another. In Bannack, it was Henry Plummer, who was the sheriff of Bannack. He faced accusations of leading a brutal group of road agents. Early reports suggested that this gang was responsible for over 100 murders in the gold fields of Virginia City and Bannack, as well as the trails leading to Salt Lake City. Despite historical documentation only confirming 8 deaths, some contemporary historians question the true nature of Plummer's gang, with others outright denying its existence. In any event, Plummer and 2 fellow deputies were hanged in Bannack on January 10, 1864. Without a formal trial. Numerous associates of Plummer met similar fates, either through lynching or banishment under the threat of death upon returning to the town. The Vigilance Committee, also known as the Montana Vigilantes, took matters into their own hands, informally trying and hanging 22 individuals in Bannack and Virginia City. Another interesting person was Dr. Erasmus Leavitt, who gave up medicine for a time to become a gold miner. Dr. Leavitt arrived in Bannack in 1862 and alternately practiced medicine and mined for gold with pick and shovel. Although he did find some success in gold mining, he soon found that he had more of a reputation as a physician than as a gold miner, and that there was greater profit in allowing someone else to wield his pick and shovel while he attended to being a doctor in the town. Bannack holds a prominent place in gold mining history, securing its position as one of Montana's most vibrant and productive historic gold mining camps. While precise production records are either non-existent or unreliable, estimates suggest that the Bannack mining district produced approximately $12 million in gold from 1862 to 1930, with an average price of $20 per ounce. The alluvial operations alone, from 1862 to 1876 contributed an estimated $3 million worth of almost pure gold. You can still go out to Bannack today. The site, now known as the Bannack Historic District, is declared a National Historic Landmark, and volunteers work in conjunction with the state to preserve the fabled ghost town. I hope you enjoyed this short story about the mines and town of Bannack, Montana. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you more old lost mine stories.